Hi friends, I'm Tina. Welcome back to Whispering Cottage Home. I am so glad you could join me today. Grab yourself a glass of iced tea or a nice cup of Earl Grey and let's just take a breath together. Before we step inside this sun-drenched sanctuary, do me a quick favour. If you enjoy these walks down memory lane, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. It helps our little community grow. And tell me right now, in the comments, do you prefer the sound of crickets in the country or the rhythm of the waves at the shore? I'd love to know. There is a specific sound that defines a childhood summer, isn't there? It's the rhythmic creak slap of a wooden screen door. As we step onto this weathered cedar porch, you can almost smell the salt spray and the wild beach roses. We've styled this entry with a primitive pine bench we found at an estate sale in Maine. It still has the original chippy white paint, worn down by decades of sitters. To bring in that rustic farmhouse vibe, we've placed a galvanized metal bucket filled with dried hydrangeas right by the door. This isn't just about coastal living, it's about coastal history. Look at these brass boat cleats we've repurposed as coat hooks. They remind me of the old shipyards. Investing in high-quality vintage hardware is one of those home improvement secrets that adds instant character and real estate value without needing a full-scale renovation. Moving into the main living area, we've moved away from the matchy-matchy look of modern showrooms. Instead, we're embracing the collected over time philosophy. Notice the slip-covered sofa in a heavy cream ticking stripe. It's durable, breathable, and feels like a hug from an old friend. Resting on the mantel is a collection of sea glass gathered over 40 years, displayed in apothecary jars. Beside them sits a 19th century ship in a bottle, a true heirloom piece. When we talk about interior design, we often forget that the most beautiful homes tell a story. This room is a conversation between the ruggedness of the farmhouse, represented by that hand-hewn oak coffee table, and the softness of the sea. I'm curious, friends, do you have a forever piece in your home? Maybe a quilt your grandmother stitched or a clock that's been ticking since the 50s? Tell me about your favourite vintage heirloom in the comments. Also, if you're finding some inspiration for your own space, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up . Now, let's wander into my favourite spot. This kitchen isn't meant for fine dining. It's meant for Sunday potlucks and kneading bread. We've replaced standard upper cabinets with open shelving made from reclaimed barnwood. It's the perfect stage for our collection of white ironstone pitchers and jadeite bowls. There's something so grounding about using a heavy copper pot that's been around longer than you have. We've integrated a farmhouse apron front sink, which is a staple of this style, but we've paired it with a bridge faucet in unlacquered brass. Over time, that brass will develop a beautiful patina, just like a well-loved coastal home should. For those of you considering a kitchen makeover, focusing on timeless materials like marble and wood rather than trendy plastics is a smart way to ensure your home equity stays strong. This little nook is where I spend my mornings. We have a pair of vintage wicker armchairs here, the heavy, tightly woven kind from the 1940s. I've layered them with hand-quilted throws in shades of seafoam and butter yellow. The floor is a simple painted wide plank pine, slightly scuffed by the sand brought in on bare feet. It's these imperfections that make a house a home. We've tucked a small secretary desk in the corner, a beautiful mahogany piece that holds our vintage postcard collection. It's a reminder of a time when we wrote letters instead of sending texts. In a world that's moving so fast, having a quiet corner filled with memory anchors is vital for the soul. Finally, let's peek into the sleeping quarters. We've gone with a high-end luxury linen bedding set in a soft driftwood grey. Linen is wonderful because it gets better with every wash, much like we do with every passing year. Above the bed hangs a weathered wooden oars, found at a local flea market. It's simple, it's rustic, and it didn't cost a fortune. Decorating with heirlooms isn't about the price tag, it's about the connection. Whether it's a silver hand mirror on the vanity or a faded Persian rug on the floor, these pieces provide a sense of continuity. As we finish our tour, I hope you feel a little more relaxed, a little more inspired to look at your own treasures with fresh eyes. Do you have any plans for a summer makeover? Maybe you're thinking of adding some rustic farmhouse touches to your own sanctuary. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me today at Whispering Cottage Home. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and join our family. It's been a joy sharing these corners of my heart with you. Until next time, keep your home light and your heart full. Bye for now.